Hello, hello, and welcome to the weekly wrap only on KENS 5 Plus. I'm your host, Audrey Castoreno. Let's get to your biggest stories of the week so that you can stay in the know. At number 5, if you're a pumpkin spice latte fan, Starbucks' iconic drink is back. The coffee chain announced the drink's arrival a month earlier than usual this year. That's because it noticed Google searches for pumpkin spice started earlier. Other favorites are returning as well, including pumpkin cream cold brew, iced pumpkin cream chai, and the pecan crunch oat milk latte. At number 4, exciting news for Swiftie fans. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. They shared photos on social media of the ring and proposal in a garden filled with roses. You probably couldn't miss the post. The post said that your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. The two began dating in 2023. The post announcing their proposal is set to Swift's song So High School. Fans believe the song is about Kelce. The high school football season kicks off this week. Speaking of football, and if you're new to the area, it's a religion in the state of Texas. Harlan Hawks head coach Eddie Salas was fresh off leading the team to their best ever finish last December before a trip to the doctor turned his off season upside down. Nate Ryan takes a look.
Is your wife there? Yeah. Because y'all might want to sit down for this. And, I knew that wasn't good. He said that 2 of my vertebrae, or my discs, my T10 and my T8, were lit up in an MRI, and they shouldn't be. The radiologist that read the MRI said that it was cancer.
Were there ever private moments where you by yourself said, God, I'm not ready to die?
Yeah. I'm staring at the ceiling and I'm thinking of all the things like, okay, is my finances set for my family, right? I could feel my wife staring at me, and she says, I can't do this without you. And that was that moment, that click moment. That was night 1 where it just clicked in me and said, nah, we can't be thinking that way. And I took this challenge as a win. I want to win. I want to win. I want to beat cancer. I realized that I didn't have to do anything other than pray and have people around me pray. I think that gave me peace. That gave me strength. That gave me a purpose. I'm gonna prep for today. You know what I'm saying? I only got today. I'm gonna give it all I got today. It made me stronger in every which way, in every way there is. I tell my wife, they have a portal now that's strict, you can look at it. And she goes, well, you gonna look at it? So I opened the portal and I look at it, and I just skipped through the whole mess of everything and just wanted to see the remarks, right? The first line I read, it says, no active lymphoma. And I just about fell off my chair. And I love Dr. Edel Hasita. He just did a great job. And he tells me, hey, you're in full remission. And I was like, yes, let's go. Let's go. What now? Am I good and free to go, right? And of course he's telling, no, you're gonna finish your 6th treatment and you still got another treat. All right, let's go. I can't wait for the next one.
Did you have a ring the bell moment, Coach, when you got the news?
I did. I wanted to ring a bell, but there was no bell to ring at the time. There was a certificate, right? For me to get that certificate even and read it, it says, hey, congratulations on completing chemotherapy. That was my ring the bell moment. It's amazing. It's a win. It was definitely that state championship, right, in life that you get. And you get that second chance. Now, what you do with it is important. I've been very good about waking up in the morning, and the first thing is just thanking God for waking up in the morning. It start with your faith. Well, it's just because you had cancer, but it's because that's the way life should be. Don't quit and don't give up. And a lot of it happens in your mind and your spiritual life. Don't do that. I think we serve a powerful God still. We serve somebody that can do anything. Because our perspective is if Eddie Salas can fight cancer and win, and we can win a state championship this year.
We're so happy for you, Coach. The weekly wrap is back after this.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia. Generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
A broken vehicle fixed after 5 months of no help.
KENS 5 made it 100% better.
A busted windshield fixed after getting the runaround from a contractor.
And you guys did it. Y'all were amazing.
A much-needed tax refund this man couldn't access. Yep, fixed.
KENS 5 actually helped me out quite a lot, actually.
Have a consumer problem you can't solve? Call KENS. Weekdays at 6 on KENS 5.
Got a problem, call KENS. They will solve the problem.
My name is Sue Kalberg, and I am a journalist for KENS 5 for 22 years. I think it's been an awesome privilege to be able to work in the town that I grew up in. My uncle, Rex Stanley, was the very, 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 very first guy hired at KENS 5. From the beginning, I said, you can get paid for that? Let me in. It fills my heart to be a part of the KENS family, because the KENS family is the San Antonio family. I am San Antonio's own Sue Kalberg.
We want to get you breaking news right now.
Here, let me show you the police activity. New insight into a deadly police shooting.
We just got an update from fire officials. We'll continue to keep you updated.
Stream extended coverage, live or on demand, right here on KENS 5+.
Welcome back to the weekly wrap. At number 3 in our countdown, the first human case of screwworm has now been confirmed in the U.S. The rare flesh-eating parasite typically targets warm-blooded animals, but health officials say the patient likely contracted the parasite after traveling to El Salvador. Here in Texas, agricultural officials have now paused live animal imports because of concerns with screwworm outbreaks in Mexico. In July, Governor Abbott announced a plan to breed sterilized screwworm flies to help reduce the population. And with the upcoming busy Labor Day holiday weekend, there are some important things you'll want to keep in mind if you're flying. TSA recently expanded its list of items that are now banned from checked bags, and the new additions are all beauty related. They include cordless curling irons or flat irons with gas cartridges, as well as butane-filled flat irons or curling irons. No spare cartridges with those either. And you'll be able to bring them on your carry-on, but they're limited to 1 per passenger. Electric ones are still allowed in your checked and carry-on luggage. And right now, there is a push to preserve the Yorktown Memorial Hospital. It's well known in the paranormal community over the past 15 years. Thousands have come to tour the hospital and try to communicate with the spirits believed to be haunting that building. But not long after a change in ownership, city leaders have tried to put a halt on this public use of this facility. KENS 5's Mike Jimenez spoke with one of those owners.
Approximately 2,000 local inhabitants died in this hospital.
Philip Ross is the former owner of the Yorktown Memorial Hospital, and for the past 15 years has allowed visitors to come experience its supernatural history.
People that investigate looking for paranormal activity believe that they have communicated with some of the residual spirit presence in this building.
Ross recently sold the hospital, but is still the lien holder to the facility. Just 2 months after new owners Fred and Steven Garza Guzman, operators of Curious Twins Tours, took over. The city of Yorktown said they needed to do an inspection, promising a report.
We just get an email, and the email doesn't have the report that they promised us. It just has basically a statement that they are planning on posting, and they list that statement, and they said, hey, due to the decisions of the city council and the mayor and the reviews of what the inspector said, this is closed to the public.
Garza Guzman says there was no guidance in the email, and soon there was a notice posted on their doors that the building was unsafe. At a city council meeting Monday, Ross addressed the council, where he pushed back against their decision, calling their actions unlawful under the state and federal constitution.
There are administrative procedures that have to be in place in order to deny a private property owner the full enjoyment of their property rights and their rights to due process.
Ross says the new owners don't plan to run the hospital as a business and will not be open to the public, but will be more of a private institute for research and education. Curious Twin Tours says they want to preserve the hospital, and plans are in the works to obtain a historical designation. They want to work with the city to come up with a resolution.
Our next step is we hope the city council can understand, the laws behind what's going on, our perspective, and the economic impact that closing down the only kind of attraction that Yorktown has could.
That was Mike Jimenez reporting. KENS 5 did ask the Yorktown mayor if he would like to speak on this story or provide a statement, but he declined. Stick with us. The weekly wrap is back after this.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia, generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
Talked to this police officer, and she told me to call Ken 5.
Every week, Ken's 5 is looking out for San Antonio's own.
The next day after you left, they sent a professional AC guy, and my AC's working now.
If you've been wronged by someone,
it was shocking. Clearly, something went wrong.
Or a business,
I couldn't believe it was happening.
Just call Ken's. Weekdays at 6, only on Ken's 5.
I got my vehicle back. I'm rolling again, so call Ken 5 to help you if you need help too.
Born and raised on the northwest side of San Antonio, Texas. Generations of my family have been from this part of Texas. I have Fiesta roots, I have Spurs roots, I have Texas Fighter roots. Played basketball at Clark. Basketball was a huge part of my life for 16 years. My comfort dish, a plate of chilaquiles with salsa verde. I grew up watching Ken's 5. I am who I am because of this beautiful city. I hope that they can find a sense of pride knowing that their creation is helping deliver them the most important news of the day. I'm Alicia Nieves, and I'm proud to be from this beautiful city.
If you want a meal that will make you say,
so good!
That is fantastic.
Catch Neighborhood Eats, where we find the best local restaurants. Streaming now on Ken's 5 Plus.
Welcome back. Now we want to get to this week's Quick Hits, where Meredith Haas is digging into bees, brains, and more.
Well, this quick hit is buzzing because the first study I have to tell you about is about bumblebees and research being done on their diets. According to new research, their diets are apparently very strategic. They know how to carefully balance their protein, fat, and carbs. Maybe we could learn a thing or two. There's other research being put into looking at bees' brains and how it could advance AI. The study looks at the intricate flight movements that facilitate the remarkably accurate learning and recognition of complex visual patterns. Pretty cool. Moving away from bees and talking about lithium batteries, there's a lot of research showing that recycling those could help the environment. Even though lithium batteries can die, they still have minerals that can be extracted. Research has gone into this and shown that recycling those lithium batteries could help us in the future. Thank you for watching this week's Quick Hits. I'm Meredith Haas.
And at number 1 in our countdown, President Trump says he's fired Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook in an unprecedented move experts say could impact everyday Americans. Trump claims Cook may have made false statements on mortgage agreements, though she doesn't face any charges. If her seat opens, he could nominate a replacement and push the Fed to cut interest rates. That has investors worried, with stock futures and the U.S. dollar showing overnight drops Wednesday. Well, thanks for joining us for this week's episode of the Weekly Wrap, only on Ken's 5 Plus. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.